Good morning. It is 7:30. It's Saturday morning. I don't know whose idea it was to do these at 7:30 because it's just, I don't know, the house is so quiet and just, perhaps that's the idea though, is that, for nobody else to be awake and the house is so quiet. It's school holidays and I know it's the weekend, but it's school holidays as well. So, even my youngest, who is normally up at the crack of dawn, he's still in bed. So yeah, just nice and quiet here. I hope it's nice and quiet with you as well. So today we have just 5 verses. It's a very short passage today that we're going to share. And it follows on from, obviously, from Meg yesterday, where Jesus was going round and he healed quite a lot of people with demons. He cast out demons. And if you remember, he told them not to tell anyone. Now, is that not... Oh, thanks, Meg. I love my blanket, my rainbow blanket. Thank you. So Jesus had been casting out demons and he told them not to tell people. Now, do you not think that's the worst thing to say? It's like that big red button that says, don't touch the button, and all you want to do is just touch that button. So with Jesus telling them, don't tell anybody, you've got to keep this a secret. People in general are not really well known for keeping secrets, are they? So word would have got around that there was this guy going around healing people, and so word would have got around pretty quickly, and we'll hear about that now. Morning, Matt. So we're reading today from still in chapter 1 of Mark, and we're going from 35 to 39. So very early, in the middle of the night actually, Jesus went out off to a lonely place and prayed. Simon and all those with him followed him, and when they found him, they said, "Everyone is looking for you." "Let's go off to the other towns around here," Jesus replied, "so that I can tell the news to people there too, because that is why I came." So he went into their synagogues throughout the whole of Galilee, telling the news and casting out demons. Now, so it says here very early, this version says in the middle of the night. Now, in the Bible that I use the most, it actually says while it was still dark. So, it would have been quite early. So Jesus got up and he went to find somewhere that was on his own to pray. Now, like I said, word would have got around that he was going around and healing people. So, and even says, Simon comes looking for him and says, "Everyone is looking for you." Now, we find out further on, a bit of spoiler alert, sorry, but further on we are told that healing people drains some of Jesus' power, some of his energy. So he would have been absolutely exhausted, I would have thought, after healing all those people yesterday. So all he wanted was just to have a good night's sleep and probably a bit of peace and quiet. But people were coming looking for him. They were already, word had got around. So when they were saying, don't tell anyone, they'd obviously broken that already. And they'd been going around telling people about this guy who was healing people, and they were coming looking for him because everybody either wanted to see it happen so they could say that they had seen his miracles, or they could come to say that it wasn't true, or they wanted to be healed themselves. So Jesus just wanted this little private time on his own, to pray, to spend some time with his Father in heaven. Now, Jesus, before he came down to earth, it's Saturday. Did I say it wasn't Saturday? It is Saturday. So he would have spent all his time with his Father when he was in heaven. And now when he's down on earth, obviously there was that little bit of separation. So he spent time in prayer to be with his Father, probably looking for a bit of guidance, a bit of peace possibly, a bit of comfort you know, this was different for him too. And while he was spending this time, probably much needed time, I mean, for me, when I pray, especially if I'm feeling a bit down, a bit low, a bit tired, that comfort that I get from just being with, spending time with God, just me and him, that it gives me that peace, that energy. And it would have done the same for Jesus. And then as he's spending this time, Simon comes looking for him and says, "What are you doing? Everybody's looking for you." And then he went out again and he said, "Let's go to the other towns around here." He knew that people were going to start looking for him, and he wanted to spread the good news, the word about God, around as far as possible. So they went to, well, they were going off now to other towns, and it would have been the same there. When he went, people followed him everywhere. But this time that he spent in prayer, you know, it's good for me to know that Jesus did it as well. You know, we pray as Christians, we pray, we spend time with Jesus, with God in prayer, and Jesus did it as well. You know, he did it when he needed comfort, when he needed a bit of boost, a bit of guidance, and he went to spend some time quite early in the morning to spend time with God, you know. And prayer sometimes can be quite like, how would you pray? What do you do? And it's just literally a conversation. You know, for me, it's just a chat really with God. And then I tell him, well, to be honest, it's not always that I, sit and put my hands together and close my eyes. Sometimes it's just a running commentary in my head. You know, I'm talking while I'm doing stuff and just passing over everything that I'm worrying about. And it just gives me just a bit of peace to know that I can give all my worries over to Jesus, to God, and he can give me that peace. And I just hope that you can find that peace as well. You know, that you have that option, that you have that chance. You all have that options, you know. It's just a simple conversation. So that is our passage for today. We have Jess on Monday. Yeah, just Jess. So we're having a break tomorrow. So we're not doing the daily thing tomorrow because it's Sunday. And so then Monday we're back at 7:30 and you'll have the lovely Jess. Okay, so have a good day. Hope you have a good weekend and we will see you on Monday. Bye.